Sri Dämodaräshtaka by Satyavrata Muni from the Padma Purana with the Darshanika by Sri Sanatan Goswami. Verse number 5. Idang te mukham bhojam adyanta nilayar Vritang kuntalai snigdha raktaischa gopya Muhushchumbitam bimba raktadarang me Manasyavirastam alam lakshalabhai. Srila Sanatan Goswami says, thinking, I am particularly eager to see your enchanting face, O Krishna. Satyavrata Muni keeps praying. Although the beauty of his meditative vision is such that it cannot be phrased, he tries to indicate what he experienced by using a metaphor. Your countenance is a blooming lotus which extinguishes every affliction with the nectar of supreme bliss. May it be present in my mind again and again. This fully blown lotus is encircled by your dark blue, glossy, and red-hued curls, which are like bumblebees humming around the corolla. The corolla is the whirl of petals of a flower that collectively form an inner floral envelope. The word Gopi refers to either Yashoda or Srimati Radharani. The adverb muhu is related to the past principal word chumbitam and the verb avirastam. The meaning is, may Krishna's lotus face, kissed again and again by Yashoda, may it enter my mind again and again. Sanatan Goswami says, alternatively, if we stick to the sequence of the words, muhu is in syntax relation with the word chumbitam only, and the meaning is as follows. Yashoda is blessed with rare fortune. Hence, she can kiss Krishna again and again. May this lotus face enter my mind at least once. Or Sanatan Goswami suggests, the word sada could be dragged from the previous verse, reinforcing the sense in this way. May this lotus face, kissed and again by Mother Yashoda, always enter in my mind. The compound bimba rakta adaram, having lips as red as a bimba fruit, is used as an adjective for the word mukham or face. Therefore, hundreds of thousands of other boons are just insignificant. Here, the word laksha, hundreds of thousands, denotes every possible and not a fixed number. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sri Dämodaräshtaka by Satyavrata Muni from the Padma Purana with the Darshanika by Sri Sanatan Goswami. Verse number 6. Namo Deva Damodaranta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dhuk Jalabdhi Magnam Kripa Drishti Vishyati Dinam Batanu Grihanesha Mam Agyamedi Yakshi Drishyaha. Sanatan Goswami now writes, in a sudden wave of love aroused by glorification, Satyavrata Muni now hopes to see the Lord directly. Aware that the chanting of Sri Krishna's name is the supreme resort in all circumstances, he prays in humility. Obeisances to you. To you is not used explicitly because of awe and fear, or because of the agitation provoked by love. After bowing down, Satyavrata entreats, O my Lord, concede to me your grace. Expressing his need, he says, I am drowning in the perpetual ocean of birth and death. I am afflicted by the pangs of separation from your vision. I feel utterly miserable. I am absolutely helpless. I am incapable of finding remedy. I am about to die. I am as good as dead. I am utterly ignorant. Hence, I am unable to find any solution. Next, Satyavrata defines the grace that he expects. Please, Lord, look upon me with mercy again and again. Shower upon me the nectar of your merciful glance. Revive me. Finally, Satyavrata clearly asserts his desire. Please appear before me. Satyavrata expresses his plea only gradually, because this last request is so lofty that it would be improper to mention it abruptly. Sri Krishna's direct vision is superior to his meditative vision, as elucidated with full logic by the Lord's associates in the second part of the Sri Brihad Bhagavatamritam. Then, Satyavrata further justifies his aspiration by using a direct series of addresses. O Deva, you have a divine form, hence I desire to see you. O Damodar, because of your special affection for your devotees, you will certainly appear. O Ananta, you bestow unlimited merciful glances. O Prabhu, you are endowed with limitless, inconceivable, amazing, and great powers. Thus, even if not perceivable with the mundane senses, you can still appear before me. O Isha, O Lord, you are supremely independent. Since his mercy can be directed even to the unfit, according to the Lord's sweet will, this independence should be understood to be absolutely causeless. O Vishnu, you are all-pervasive. You are expert in entering groves and caves in Vrindavan. You can as well appear before me without great effort. You are undivided, Ananta. You are all-pervasive, Vishnu. O Damodar, the affectionate exchange with your devotees is above all limits. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sri Dämodaräshtaka by Satyavrata Muni from the Padma Purana with the Darshani Tika by Sanatana Goswami. Verse 7. Kuveratmajao baddha mortyaiva yadvat tvaya mochitao bhakti bhajao kritaucha tata prema bhakting swakang me prayachcha namokshe graho mesti Dämodaräshtaka. Sanatana Goswami now says, after praying for a direct vision with intense devotion and ardent expectation, Satyavrata Rishi is now stirred by devotional emotions. Satyavrata realizes that the Lord is achieved only by a few and only by loving devotion. Thus he recites this verse. These are his thoughts. My heart will not find solace in a single vision and the anguish of separation which would follow. Only by loving devotion may I have him forever. But I am a great offender. How can this possibly happen to me? Still, certain that the Lord's affection is so glorious that it fulfills even the impossible, Satyavrata asks for loving devotion, discarding liberation. While bound with ropes to the mortar, Sri Krishna dragged it, entering between the two Yamala Arjuna trees. The mortar was stuck, and Krishna uprooted the trees by pulling. This feat of the Lord, who is distinguished by such exquisite pastimes, evokes his direct manifestation and his bodily contact. The sons of Kuvera were thus delivered from the curse of Sri Narada, and as well from the cycle of birth and death. Not only that, Nalakuvara and Manigriva obtained supreme devotion as well. Therefore, Satyavrata says, Bhakti, the ultimate perfection, had always been the shelter of the two sons of Kuvera. This indicates that indeed Prema Bhakti was granted to Manigriva and Nalakuvara. This is confirmed in the Srimad Bhagavatam by the Lord himself in the 10th canto, 10th chapter. Tad gachatang mat paramao Nalakuvara sadhanam sanjato mai bhavovam ipsita paramobhava. O Nalakuvara and Manigriva, now you may both return to your homes. Since you desire to be always absorbed in my devotional service, your desire to develop love and affection for me will be fulfilled. And now you will never fall from that platform. Herein is the meaning. You longed for the topmost sentiment, prema, and this sentiment was duly aroused within your heart. Thereafter, your births and deaths, and with them any material suffering, are gone for good. Having cited their example, Satyavrata then prays, O Damodar, in the same way, give me the exclusive shelter of your lotus feet. Invest me with the devotion by which you become the exclusive focus of one's life. However, Krishna may suggest, why do you neglect liberation? You can accept it along with devotion, as the two sons of Kuvera did. Otherwise, you will still have the problem of births and deaths. Preventing such a proposal, Satyavrata states, I'm longing for devotion, not for liberation. If births and deaths cease upon achieving devotion, let it be. And if they don't, it is still fine with me. After all, this is certainly not my preoccupation. Herein, Sanatana Goswami says, is the esoteric meaning. The owner of a Chintamani gem knows that everything one may ever need is included in the gem. Why shall one covet anything else separately? Herein is another meaning. Upon hearing, O Damodar, give me your supreme devotion, the Lord may grow suspicious. I am tied to this mortar. Do you want to keep me bound forever? Satyavrata therefore protests, it is not my urgency to free you from these ropes. And the tone of his voice makes it clear that he will certainly unfasten him. Oh, please, bestow upon me the unique, loving devotion for this very form of yours. Sanatana Goswami now says, also, this can also be the interpretation. Satyavrata may say, please give me devotion here in Vrindavan. In order to witness the Lord's pastimes, Satyavrata craves to reside eternally in Vrindavan, where devotion permeated with bliss appears unparalleled, and where this exclusive manifestation of Sri Krishna can be directly experienced. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sri Dämodaräshtaka by Satyavrata Muni from the Padma Purana with the Darshani Tika of Sri Sanatana Goswami. Final verse number 8. Namaste stu damne spuradipti damne Tradiyodarayata vishvasya damne Namo radhikayai tvadiya priyayai Namo nandalilaya devaya tubhyam. Sanatana Goswami says, concluding his glorification, Satyavrata prays homages to the Lord's extraordinarily bodily features, his retinue, his entourage, his intimates, etc., one by one, hoping to fulfill his ambition, or else out of great devotion, he says, I bow down to this magnificent rope, source of dazzling life, which binds your belly. This image evokes the quintessence of Brahman, which is inherent in the Lord, and in the rope also, which surrounds him. Then Satyavrata continues, thereafter, I bow down to your belly. By being tied in these exceptional circumstances, it displays the beauty and tenderness of these early childhood pastimes. But what is this belly? It is the substratum of the whole universe. That belly includes the manifestation of all moving and non-moving objects. The lotus containing all 14 planetary systems springs up from this very abdomen. This evokes the universal form, which was shown twice to Mother Yashoda. In fact, by fastening Krishna's belly, Yashoda subdued not only Krishna, but the entire universe as well, which is contained in it. The Lord displayed his exclusive affection for his devotee by allowing Yashoda to tie him up, although it is otherwise impossible to bind the unlimited Lord. The inconceivable feat of fitting the contraction of the whole universe within the ties evokes Krishna's mind-boggling potency. The reason of offering respects first to the rope and then to the bali is the position of the rope over the tied abdomen, the intention to express the superior status of the belly. And now Satyavrata offers obedience to Sri Bhagavati, the goddess of fortune, Sri Radha, knowing that by the mercy of this most dear associate of the Lord, every desire, albeit unrealistic, may be fulfilled. By mentioning Radharani's name, he refers to all the other cowherd girls as well, although she is named alone because of her prominence. Her appellation, Radhika, reflects her character. She ceaselessly worships the Lord. Consequently, she is very dear to him. Radhika may be taken as her proper name, as opposed to the above said etymological sense. In this case, her name is not the result of a particular worship, and her status does not have external causes. She is eternally the Lord's beloved. With the words, Tvadiya Priyayai, Satyavrata expresses her greatness. I bow down to Radha because she cares for all your associates due to the intensity of her devotion for you. What to speak of how much she cares for you? Such is the level of her loving devotion. Sanatana Goswami gives an alternative understanding. My Lord, your dear ones ought to be universally worshipped. She is your beloved, therefore I bow down to her. Then, wishing to close with a supreme glorification of Radha and Krishna's pastimes, such as the Rasa Leela, but to keep it confidential at the same time, he concludes with this small gesture as for the maxim, a meal should terminate with sweets. If Devaya is in apposition with Anantalilaya, the sense is, I bow down to the Divine One, whose pastimes are also divine. Otherwise, the meaning is, you are absorbed in eternal pastimes with Sri Radhika. Therefore, I bow down to you. Having thus indicated the whole Gokula pastime, I bow down to it. This is the orientation of the purport. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.